depends, if I do drink much. It's a goblet of goo. What's going on, guys? It's AG with Keeping Up with the North. Back again with me. I got Bruce Lewis for another episode.
Let's get it.
Playoff week, guys. Playoff week.
Biggest week of the year.
Yeah. Well, let's start with just a brief recap of the Vikings 29-13 win.
Yep.
I didn't really watch too much of the game.
It was kind of a meaningless game.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice he got the win, 13-4 at the end of the year. Great way for Kevin O'Connell to start the year.
Yep.
And
it's given us a little momentum going into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's nice to get a win. I thought they played a real clean game. Kirk most of the starters only played a half.
Right.
Cousins was 17 for 20, 225, touchdown. Looked real clean. Madison, he looked pretty good. 10 carries, 54 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He did look really good.
So, I like seeing that because we don't know what's going to happen with Dalvin yet.
And we discussed this briefly. We think Dalvin's gone next year. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be in purple again. His cap hit's going to be too large. He's going to want too much money, and we've got to allocate our money other places. So I think that Dalvin's going to be gone. I could honestly maybe see us keeping Alexander Madison. I don't know.
Yeah, I know I know his contract's up too.
Right.
But
then we've got King Kenne and we got Ty Chandler. So
yeah, and this draft is pretty running back heavy too. So
yeah, we could probably snag another running back later on.
Yeah, we could see how things play out. Going back to the game, I thought Osborne looked good. He showed pretty good flashes, 5 receptions, 117 yards. How about Jalen Naylor? That guy's pretty explosive. We see him make some big plays on special teams throughout the season.
Yep.
He had 4 receptions, 62 yards. He very well could be a receiver 3 that, we really need. We've kind of always been looking for that real explosive guy.
Yep.
And, with Thielen kind of declining a little bit,
yep.
It's nice seeing these young guys step up. The guy's pretty tall. He's got size, too.
Yeah, and he's quick. He is very explosive on his cuts. He's a great route runner.
Yeah.
Kind of shows a little bit of Justin Jefferson, but not as much.
Yeah.
But no, I think you're right. I think next year he could very well be that wide receiver 3. Thielen's aging out, dude. He's maybe going to be wide receiver 4.
He's just kind of the safety valve. He had a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's just, like I've said throughout the year, he's reliable. I love the guy. And I don't think he's leaving the purple.
No, I don't think he's going to leave, but I think next year we could be looking at a different offense. It'll probably be JJ and then KJ, and then we'll probably see Jalen Naylor in there.
Yeah, all the J's.
Yeah.
Get all the J's in there,
Yeah. And then, Thielen, like you said, he's still reliable. He's got sure hands, so maybe put him as 4th, and he'd be a great mentor to all the guys that come in. So.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I thought Chris Reed looks pretty good. For a guy who doesn't really play center, I know they were drilling the hell out of it. So hopefully we get Bradbury back for playoffs.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's trending in the right direction.
Yeah, we're not gonna have O'Neal, so that's gonna be a hit.
That will be tough.
What's that guy's name? Uda?
Oli Udo.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, you kind of have to chip the edge with him, so he needs a little bit more of like double teams and everything. I saw that.
Yeah,
what they were trying
maybe
to do,
even have maybe put Ham more in the backfield. When we talk playoffs, coming to the playoffs, they got Kayvon Thibodeau, so he's gonna be rushing the hill, and I'm sure they'll put him on that because they're not gonna put him on Darisaw.
No,
I think they'll put him on Udo because that's kind of the weak point.
Udo,
yeah, Udo, Voodoo, whatever his name is.
No, I think you're right too, and I think that's kind of actually why we saw a lot more of CJ Ham in this game. They're preparing to have to
right, and CJ Ham, God, man, they got to utilize him a lot more. Even in the passing game, he's
got some good hands.
Yeah,
dude.
Man, he's a big dude. I remember when I went to a football camp at Augustana.
Yeah.
He was there, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? He's freaking huge. I thought it was like AP or something. I said Adrian Peterson. Like, who the fuck is this guy? He was running drills at the camp. Everything. The dude's fucking huge. He's a tank.
Yeah.
And, I like watching him play. He's kind of aggressive. He's got to be one of the top fullbacks. He just doesn't get utilized as much as he.
Yeah.
You look at like Usek and
right.
For the Niners, they use him in the pass game quite a bit, and it works pretty handily. But, Kyle Shanahan's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he very well could have that utility use about him because I mean, like we saw on Sunday, he made some incredible catches,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he can run the ball. He's very good at blocking, so I mean, all around, he's a great fullback to have on the team.
Yeah, he's
It's just a league that
a
doesn't really
utility back,
utilize fullbacks anymore.
Yeah,
so,
exactly. You know, it's not the Daryl Moose Johnson days.
Yeah,
Anymore, you know?
yeah.
But shit, I mean, you go to, let me switch over to the defense. You know, our secondary's been banged up, but Duke Shelley stepped it up big time. I mean, this past Sunday, he had 2 pass breakups, only allowed 1 catch for about 20 yards. He had an interception.
Yep.
Interesting fact, actually, per Nick Olson, he's had the 3rd best coverage grade among all secondary, or not secondary, well, secondary, I guess, among D-backs, only behind Pat Surtain and Sauce Cardinal. So, I mean, he's in great company.
Well, and then you know who follows them, or is right after him?
Pat Pete.
Yeah, Pat Pete's number 4. So I mean, for a secondary that started off pretty piss poor, it's looking really good.
Someone must have pissed in their cereal or something. They're on a fucking roll. And going back to Shelley, I mean, he didn't allow a single touchdown all year. Recorded 10 pass breakups, 4th most in the NFL, and he only started 5 games.
Yeah, he was.
So I mean, you put him in there the whole year. I seen him. He had a tweet about how the Bears passed up on him, and he showed them they made a mistake. Big time. We talked about Patrick Peterson. He had an interception this past Sunday. So look for the secondary to step up big time Sunday.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to watch out for that Hodgins guy because he was kind of burning us the last time.
I think maybe what we do, because it was pretty much every time on Pat Pete that Hodgins was making a play.
Yeah, the only thing I'd be scared about Shelley being on him is the height difference because that Hodgins guy is pretty tall.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
he is pretty tall. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Cam Dantzler's on. Is he in the IR or he's back? Isn't he?
Cam Dantzler's back.
I just don't hear about him.
Duke Shelley's going to get the start, but I mean, Dantzler's a nice rotation guy to have in case he breaks, so I'm not too worried there. I definitely think Duke Shelley needs to get the start. Him and Tonga have been huge pickups. Yeah, they have made such a contribution.
Thank you, Chicago. Greatly appreciated.
Hey, and Amir Smith-Marset.
Yeah, it was a great trade.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, we got some phenomenal players, and
give me the loot.
Yeah, he actually gave up the fumble the first time around that we played, so hey, it worked out in our favor.
Hey, and good for the Bears for losing. They get the number 1 pick. I seen the fans at Soldier Field watching the Texans game, watching Texans win, and that place just erupted.
Yeah, it's another year that they're gonna get a 1st-round pick. It's gonna be kind of like the Lions. They've got a young team. Chicago's defense is ass. I mean, it's
bad, especially after and once you got rid of Roquan Smith, it was
so bad.
And, our defense did look terrible. They think they only gave up like 250 total yards, but first of all, you're playing the Bears. Nate Petterman, known for his very first game throwing 3 interceptions. So what a piece of shit that guy is.
Well, and like you said, I mean, we got after him on defense. The defensive line was playing phenomenal. I saw Daniil Hunter.
Yeah,
he was getting after
Chris
the quarterback.
Jones.
Granted, okay, these are all right.
Backup, toilet time.
Yeah.
But Christian Jones, he looked fucking good.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the Sunday. I'm nervous too. I'm nervous. And you look at Greg Joseph. He's 3 for 3 on field goals.
Yeah, but we can't.
But knock on wood because it's playoff time, and we know how Vikings kickers do in the playoffs. All goes back to Blair Walsh against Seattle.
Well, let's not mention wide left.
Yeah.
Let's
not have any kicks like Ohio State's kicker, right?
Yeah. But no, I think the New York Giants, they're going to come in pretty pissed, though. I mean, they lost that first time, and it wasn't even like. Speaking of the devil, Greg Joseph made that field goal, won us the game. So it's going to be a tough game.
And a lot of people are picking the Giants too. I was listening to the Herd. He's got the Giants. Quite a few people are picking the Giants. But, I like the Vikings as underdogs. I don't know what are the odds. They got us.
Yeah, actually, let's see. What are the odds for Giants versus Vikings? So it looks like the Vikings are the favorite.
Gotcha.
So,
all right. So we're not dogs.
Over under 48.5 points. I mean, we're favored 165 to their plus 140. So, I mean, it's still going to be pretty close.
Yeah, it's close, and their defense is pretty underrated, kind of. I think. Because
Yeah.
hopefully Kayvon Thibodeau's not doing no snow angels or anything.
Oh God. Well, okay. Yeah. Let's hope nobody gets injured.
Yeah,
We need.
yeah, for sure.
We've had enough injuries in the past few games.
And did you see what he said about the hit that Jeff Saturday tried to come out? Well, congratulations, Jeff Saturday. You were fired.
Yeah.
Um,
Speaking of firings, actually, Lovie Smith,
Yep.
Cliff Kingsbury.
Cliff Kingsbury was not much of a surprise to me.
He hasn't done jack shit.
No, and I'm a fan of Arizona's team. I've always, back when they had Larry Fitz and everything, Minnesota guy.
Yep.
I like Buda Baker. God, they have a nice team and they just don't do anything. It's like every year you get your hopes up. Wanting to see them do good.
Well, speaking of Arizona, while we're on it too, watching J.J. Watt's last game.
Yeah,
great game. Incredible way to
he will be
go
missed
out.
in the league, but T.J. Watts, I think he's filling those shoes just fine.
Yes, he is, and I mean, a future Hall of Famer. Congrats to him. Hopefully life treats him well afterwards. I imagine it will.
Go be with his family,
but
he'll be in the booth. I'm sure I could see JJ in the booth.
Yeah. So looking at other playoff games going on this weekend, so we've got San Francisco Seahawks.
Yep, I see San Francisco winning that game, but I don't know. Brock Purdy, he's Mr. Irrelevant, but he's came to be known as Mr. Relevant.
Mm-hmm. Geno Smith, everybody wrote him off.
Yeah, so I mean, you got pretty much two underdog stories going against each other at quarterback. But that 49ers defense is just mean.
Oh, they're tough. They're tough every year.
I've seen a lot of, people think Brock Purdy might, let the pressure get to him. But, they're in San Francisco. And like I said, Kyle Shanahan's a genius. Mm-hmm. He can make damn near anybody work out there.
Yep.
And, you've seen how many running backs they used to rotate, and they still are rotating running backs. But, again, Christian McCaffrey, you got Christian McCaffrey, you got Debo, Ayuk, George Kittle.
Elijah Mitchell.
Yep, he's back too. At defense, you got Bosa, arguably might be defense player of the year. Jimmy Ward. The list just goes on and on and on.
Fred Warner.
So yeah, I see San Fran taking that one. What other matchups in the NFC we got?
So we got
Dallas and
Cowboys and Tampa. I could honestly see Cowboys sneaking away with this one.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, you look at Tampa, they don't really have a run game.
No. Yeah, Fournette and Rashad White.
Yeah, and their run defense is kind of washed. Their secondary is all right. They got Winfield Jr.
They're pretty deep at linebacker, at least. That's
with what was that, Devin White?
Yep.
Devin White.
It's Devin White.
Yeah, it's Devin White. Yep. So they got him. I don't know, Brady, but then you look at Dak Prescott. He led the league in picks, missed 5 games. I don't know how long. I think Jerry's got a fix for him or something. He loves him some Dak. But, I think it's time for Dallas to move on from Dak.
Yeah. Cooper Rush played better than Dak played.
Shit, hell yeah, he did. And then you got, Zeke's actually had I would say he kind of had a bounce back here. He's been kind of slow the past few years. And then they got Pollard. They mix in so well. They complement each other really well. They got a good receiving core. So, I don't know.
I think the one thing for them is that they need Pollard to be that lead back. He's the third down back. Yeah. And then Zeke's the bruiser. He comes in and he can lay it down. So, we got that one there. Obviously, we have us against the Giants.
Yep.
So
and you got the Eagles with the bye.
Yep.
So then, that's it for the NFC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we've got. Let's take a look at the AFC picture.
The
here.
AFC.
Yeah, the AFC. Let's see what we got here. All right, so for the AFC side, it's looking like it's going to be the Dolphins and Bills. I see Bills running away with that game.
Yeah, Miami just second half, I don't know. Tua started off so strong, and now he's just kind of slowing down. Mm-hmm. They only beat the Jets by 3. Granted, they got Sauce and DJ Reed. Bills got, mentioned DeMar Hamlin out of the hospital.
Hey,
great.
Incredible news that he's starting to come back.
And I think he's going to be, obviously he's not going to be playing, but he's going to be there firing up his teammates. And they're going to be playing with a lot of emotion. And I think maybe see Buffalo make a Super Bowl run.
Look at last week. They right off the
kick
start,
return
dude.
touchdowns. Hines had 2 kick return touchdowns.
Oh my god!
Like they were fired up. Then you look at Baltimore and Cincy. That might be an interesting one, but Cincinnati's just been on a roll lately.
Is Lamar Jackson back for this game?
I believe so.
Let me take a look.
If Lamar's not back,
'Cause-
Tyler Huntley's garbage.
Yeah, if Lamar's not back, I definitely see the Bengals, and they seem to be a playoff team. For
Baltimore's
whatever
got a
reason.
tough defense, though. I mean, they got Humphrey and they have Peters too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Marcus Peters. All right, Lamar Jackson says that he thinks he will be back, but it's unsure as of right
better
now.
fucking
So.
be sure he's back.
So it sounds like it's questionable up in the air without Lamar. Cincinnati Bengals all the way. And it looks like they would probably go on to play. Oh, they might play the 1 seed because it looks like the Bills would
KC's got that bye.
Yeah, so then we've got the Los Angeles Chargers, Jacksonville Jaguars, 2 teams that have heated up towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
quite a bit. I like Jacksonville's odds in this.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. With the Chargers being healthy, I mean they got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Gerald Everett, Eckler. I mean Derwin James has been balling all year. The other Bosa. I think it's gonna be an interesting game. I mean they barely beat Tennessee, and Tennessee's fucking dog shit. I mean they lost. Would they end the year losing like 7 games in a row?
Who, Chargers?
Tennessee.
Oh yeah,
the end of the year,
ass.
they just they're terrible.
They look good at the beginning. I feel like it's been every year.
For they look good at when they play like teams, and then
Right.
they played Buffalo earlier. There, would Buffalo put up like 40 points on them?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get into too many 40-point. Giving them 40 points.
So
like Vikings sometimes.
I mean, that's a look at the playoff picture at least.
I mean, who do you got? NFC. I'm not going to be biased here and say Vikings. I really think San Francisco can make a run.
Taking it all the way.
I don't think Philly would be able to handle that defense.
Truthfully, I think it comes down to 49ers and Eagles. I think it's going to be a divisional round.
Yep.
It's going to be them that play, and I see, like you said, 49ers come out because they've got just their team stacked.
And I hope to God Tampa.
I want Tampa to beat the Cowboys personally.
Yeah, I don't want him to go to the Super Bowl though. I'm seeing Brady. And Brady, I'm hearing he's going to be gone from Tampa Bay next year, so they might be screwed.
He actually wants to go to the 49ers.
Really?
It's been rumored.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can we see him in the league?
The Jets are talking about signing Lamar.
That would be huge.
That's the difference they would need to make. I've seen Lamar going there.
Man,
who else
dude.
did I see?
I was while you think of this real quick, I was talking with some of the guys in the comments on that video of ours and talking about Brock Purdy could actually be a potential for us to go after because he'd be cheap. He can he can sit behind Kirk.
I was holding my breath here. I thought you were going to mention Zach Wilson.
You want to talk about Zach Wilson?
I've heard
too?
enough of Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson could. I'm telling you, dude. He just needs to be broken down.
Zach Wilson's going to make it a living hell.
He's got to mature
for the
a little
veteran
bit.
quarterback they're going to bring in. They're going to bring Jets are bringing someone in. So it'd be nice, be nice for him to send his ass for a year. And if he gets a quarterback minded coach that knows his shit, don't say Kevin O'Connell. Say
Wes Phillips, Kevin O'Connell.
No. You get him look at Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll. They're not going to move away from Geno Smith. I'm pretty sure he's going to get extended.
Yeah, he'll probably be there a few more years.
But Pete Carroll, he turns these guys who don't do much, and then he just turns them into a beast. Kyle Shanahan's kind of the same way.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine him on the 49ers?
Yeah, you can't. You honestly,
okay.
It's like you can't be bad if you're on the 49ers. If any quarterback could go to 49ers.
What happens with Trey Lance after this year?
Yeah, they got a lot of controversy. Garoppolo's the other person I was hearing about maybe going to the Jets.
He could be gone.
Garoppolo's definitely not going to be back.
I don't see him being there.
And I thought they kind of treated him like dog shit.
So talking about moves, actually, real quick. Big news today. I got the Twins hat on for it. Twins and Correa,
6 years, $200 million. Pending the physical.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the Twins are just going to say, fuck the physical.
It sounds like, from my sources, that it's gonna be okay. They're gonna kind of overlook
And
it.
when I see that we got a Mets fan staying at the hotel, he was so sure that they were going to get him. He's like, he doesn't want to go to Minnesota. He doesn't want to do this.
What?
It's like, well, we got him.
And
so,
you know what? We got him for a pretty good steal.
Correa's going to have to go trade that glove in because I know Correa doesn't want to be here, but if they pay the man, he'll be here. So,
well,
he's going to have to take this kid's I Love New York shirt and probably burn it.
Yeah.
Or throw it in the trash or give it to Goodwill.
So he's going to be here. And there's some also talk about the Twins going after Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
That would be huge.
Yeah, I know that guy's got a lot of controversy behind him.
Yeah, but you know what? Hey, listen.
Sounds like they were doing some freaky shit in the bedroom. I don't know. That's all. She said, he said, we all said. But that guy can pitch.
Dude, he's a good pitcher. I actually watch his show Momentum on YouTube. That's a pretty good show.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty cool, dude. It's good to see him actually he still works out and he's got an arm.
He's still relevant.
Bro, he could throw 97.
Well, when you look at the Twins this year, I mean, we got Maeda coming back. I know he's older.
But he's a good rotational guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was finished like third or fourth in the Cy Young vote a couple seasons ago. You get Paddock back. I mean, he wasn't – that guy's got a nasty curve, but, I mean, he's had 2 Tommy Johns, so.
Yeah, he could be more of a bullpen that we
put him in the bullpen.
I don't mind that.
Put him in the bullpen with his buddy Pagan.
So
I love Pagan. Isn't he just like the greatest pitcher ever?
No. Yeah, let's get rid of Pagan. I can't believe they signed him.
Oh, man.
That was a shock.
He could go play for the Savannah Bananas for all I care.
Oh, so it's so baffling. But, yeah, so we got Joe Ryan. We got Sonny Gray. Maeda. We don't have really an ace, honestly, to say the least. I mean, we need at least one ace. I think we got a few guys that could go through it. Bailey is over. Do we maybe use him as a starting pitcher?
Yeah, maybe. Or you got
because we got Archer, but I think
Varland too. You got Varland too.
Varland.
Yeah. So I mean, they got a lot. They had Winder too. Winder wasn't bad. Smeltzer, I think the thing with Smeltzer is he throws so slow and like off speed that people couldn't get his timing down. But like that game we went to against the Orioles, they finally just waited and they
started killing him.
They were cranking, and you got that little kid in the back too. We almost came back and won. Let's go, Jorge! Come on, you can do it.
Yeah, I think.
Oh man, I love the fans of Minnesota.
Great fans.
We just get dumped on with our teams every fucking year. See the Wild lost to the Blues the other night. I'm going to the game Saturday against Phoenix, so
you'll have to take some notes while
you're there. We don't talk much about hockey, but if I actually go to a game and watch, I can pay attention. But it depends. If I have a few drinks in me, I mean, I'm gonna just be woo.
Yeah. Woo! I think
kind of like Ric Flair. Woo!
Hopefully the Wild gets something going this year.
They're usually a really good regular season team, and then you got Krill the Thrill. That kid is fucking special.
He is, dude. I was watching a video of him doing a deke on a goalie. Mm-hmm. Holy shit!
Yeah, he's nasty. And then they brought that Ryan Reeves in. He's a big time enforcer. He lays the licks.
Yeah,
he lays the licks.
Hopefully, you get to see a few fights while you're there.
There better be a fight. Hopefully, I'm not in a fight in the stands. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
we're playing Phoenix, so yeah. Phoenix. It's kind of funny. There's a Phoenix Coyotes thing right there. We used to have some fam that lived out there, but yeah, that'll be fun. See, the Wolves have been losing a little bit.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's real dysfunctional in that locker room. D'Angelo Russell unfollowed us from social media.
I saw that, and there was a play I think it was last night or the night before last, where he was standing on the sideline, and he was supposed to be playing, but he wasn't. He just stopped playing. He didn't play.
Yeah, basketball is just. I like college basketball and like March Madness, but watching the NBA is just these guys get paid so much they just bitch and moan, flop, and
there's gonna be a few haters on that, but we don't really.
I don't care. If you watch basketball and you want to come on Keeping Up with the North, so be it.
Yeah,
but I'm down to argue with you. I don't watch too much NBA. it's a gabba da goo, lot da boopy, but what the hell, this is keeping up with the North. We talk about all sports.
Yeah,
If we have a lot of knowledge, we're definitely going to focus on that. If we don't have a lot of knowledge, we're just going to blurt out bullshit. And
it's going to be a brief overview of whatever.
oh,
it is.
yeah, for sure.
But no, I think we will. That's going to wrap it up for today.
Yeah.
And we will keep you updated.
Big game Sunday.
Huge game.
3:30 at the bank.
Yep. So, big environment. Let us know if you're going to the game by chance. Send in some videos of you at the
out
game.
there and tailgate. Hell.
Let's go. You guys can come out and meet us. We'll see if we can
set up a podcast stand. Probably not, but that'd be pretty fucking cool. We'll be in the booth with PA and company.
Oh, there we go. Yep. Media availability.
But yeah, other than that, what's your thing? Like slap some shit or what?
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell. This is Keeping Up with the North.
Home of Minnesota Daily Sports Talk.
And we're out.
We're going to win Sunday, baby.